soon as these white folks, and I told y'all, these patriots, these rednecks, and these Trump supporters, I said as soon as they get tired, they're going to show you all what the protest is really about. You notice they didn't tear a neighborhood up. They didn't tear up a business. They didn't loot a riot. Where'd they go? They went straight to the source. They went straight to the source. They went to the Capitol. They went straight to the people making decisions, and they stormed the building. And guess what? I love it. I love it. It's not about black and white. The media is tricking y'all. And I told you all, stay out these people's way. I told you all, stay out of these people's way. I told you what they were going to do. I said it. Look at my videos. I predicted it. I got receipts. I told black people to stay out these folks' way because these people are not storing bunkers or having bunkers. They don't have tanks in their backyard. They don't have Hummers in their backyard. They're not storing up 5 years worth of food for black people. They're not thinking about black people. They're thinking about America because they know where America is headed. I told you all that these Democrats, these liberals, and some of these Republicans, I believe that is 90% Democrats is with this, about 60% Republicans are with this, 100% of black leaders are for this, new agenda, new world order, great reset, China take over, all of it. They for all of it. I told you all, when these white folks get fed up, get out of the way. I told you. Don't get in the way because it's not about you. Did them white folks come to the black neighborhood? Did those white people go to the black neighborhood? No. They didn't go to no neighborhoods. They didn't go to no businesses. They went straight to the source like I said they would. I told you all. I told you all this is going to happen. I told you. You know why? Because unlike us, these white folks care about America. We're in America thinking we don't belong to America, but we built the country. Ain't that crazy? How you black in America? It was your land. It was your country. You built it up, but they tell you it's not your country. It's not your land. You aren't a part of it. That's BS. That is BS. The worst thing these folks would fear is that if everybody unified, I keep telling you all, get past this race stuff because it's all a setup. It's a gimmick. I just had somebody text me, Trump trying to start a race war. Race war? How is it a race war and they're attacking white folks? Think about it. How is it a race war and they're going after white people? How is that a race war? That's how lost and brainwashed we are. That is how lost and brainwashed we are. How is it a race war and they're going after white people? Please explain it to me. Again, they bypass, think about it now. They are in Washington, D.C. There are plenty of black folks in Washington, D.C. There are plenty of black folks in Washington, D.C. to start a race war with. Remember, Chocolate City. So they bypassed all the black people. They went past all them black folks and went straight to Capitol Hill. It is not about race. I'm telling you all this. They don't want America to be communist. That is the bottom line. I'm telling you this. They don't want America to be communist, and you shouldn't either. And you shouldn't want America to be communist either, black people. Because if America is communist, that means you go from where you are now to a subclass, which is slavery. You all don't understand that. None of this is about race. These white folks ain't thinking about black people. These white folks are thinking about America. And if y'all have some sense, y'all would get in line. I told y'all to stay out of these folks' way. I told black people, don't get tricked by the media and hop in these white folks' way. These white people do not have a tank in their backyard for black people. These white people do not have a bunker under their house for black people. These white people do not have Hummers covered up in camouflage in their backyard for black people. These white people have been preparing to fight the deep state this entire time. And I told you all this, stay out of these people's way. I told you, because y'all ain't got the courage to fight. They do. So let them fight. Y'all don't have the courage to fight. You know what we want to do? We want to march. We want to sing songs, hold hands. Sit at lunch counters. That's what we want to do. Them white folks is about it. Them white folks willing to die for this country. We ain't willing to die for nothing. So again, stay out of these people's way. This has nothing to do with race. Absolutely nothing. How is it a race war if they're attacking white people? How is it a race war if they're attacking white people? Hold on, let me get this straight. Y'all used to always talk about taking the White House over. All these militant rappers and militant people, let's take the White House over. But guess what? When the white folks do it, it's racist. Get out of here. It's foolish. It is utter foolishness. I told you all. I predicted it. I feel like Muhammad Ali now. I told y'all. I shook up the world. I'm a bad man. I told y'all this. Stay out of these white folks' way. I keep telling you all, you're not black. So the moment you say you black, you are already in confinement and bondage. You ain't black. So now look at this situation from a non-black person. It's not about race. There is no such thing as race. Get it out your head. Now look at what's going on and ask yourself, why are these white folks so mad at the government? These white folks are upset like y'all are upset. The only difference is they ain't singing no songs, they ain't marching down the street, and they ain't tearing up folks' businesses. Y'all didn't have no problem with them Antifa and Black Lives Matter tearing up these folks' businesses all year long. Y'all had no problem with it. Now y'all got a problem with these white folks who got some value to at least say, this is my country and we're going to take it back. That's not racism. That's the media telling you all that it's racism. Meanwhile, all these Democrat and liberal leaders are taking your rights away each day at a time. You can't do this. You can't go there. Somebody told me that a white person was racist because they didn't want to wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. So what am I? I don't want to wear a mask. I feel like a mask is infringing upon my rights. I do. So what does that make me? All this is propaganda. I told y'all, stay out of these folks' way. Stay out of these people's way because the fight is not about you. These white people have been preparing to fight against the government since this thing started way back when. Them white folks been bucking against the government because America was founded on by the people, for the people. America is a republic. America is a republic. They want America to be a democracy. You've never seen nothing good happen from democracy, just like you ain't seen nothing good happen from a Democrat. There's no such thing as democracy. Democracy is everything y'all hate. Tyranny, dictatorship, everything. America is a republic by the people, for the people. You do your research. We have a lot to do with what America is today. Us. What y'all call black people, but you ain't black. But I got to say it so y'all understand what I'm talking about. Listen to what I'm saying. Stay out of these folks' way. These folks done bypassed all these black folks in D.C. They ain't go down one street. They ain't harass one person, not one Karen, not one Tom. They have not bothered black people at all. They went straight to the Capitol. They went straight to Capitol Hill. So don't tell me this is a race war. Don't tell me that. There is no reason for anyone to think this is a race war when it's white folks going against white folks. It's going against white folks. So what I'm telling you all to do is to get your mind, cut CNN off. Cut CNN off for at least a day. Cut CNN off. Pretend you're not black and look at the world for once in your life from an unfiltered lens. This is not about race. These white folks know that they want to turn the country into a communist country. Kamala Harris got a socialism commercial. Y'all don't see the writing on the wall? This is the problem. We had hieroglyphics, but we didn't learn nothing. We had ancient Kemet, but we didn't learn nothing. We had great civilizations, but we didn't learn nothing. We conquered the world, but we didn't learn nothing. We done did all this in the world and we falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Come on, man. We got to stop this. We got to stop this. I don't care what black person they put in your face. If they in politics and they a black person, they make it and they're a Democrat, they not for you, period. And guess what? They ain't let no black person, a Republican, make it. So I'm telling you what the difference is. It ain't about Democrat or Republic. It's not what it's about. This is about America being America. I'm telling you what these liberals want. They want America to be a third world country. And that spells slavery for black people. They put all these folks in your face, and it's not about race, though. It's not about race. Racism is economic. It's not about race. It's nothing to do with skin. You ain't even black. You see the color of my skin? I'm not black. Look at my eyes. I'm not black. So it's not about the color of your skin. This beanie is black. This is black. You ain't black. So what I'm telling you is that these white people, like I told you they was going to do, stay out their way because they was going to head to the Capitol. These white folks wasn't playing. These white folks been preparing for this for years. They started writing on the wall, and they knew it was hieroglyphics. We started writing on the wall, and we thought it was graffiti. We didn't learn nothing. Black folks will always be doomed to repeat history because we refuse to let history be our teacher. We are always caught up in the moment, emotional. These white people are telling you, these liberals, that this is about race. How is it about race if they're attacking white people? Y'all didn't have no problem when they was tearing up the cities all summer. They tore up the cities for about 5 straight months. Protesting, tearing stuff up, and they calling it peaceful protests. But yet buildings on fire, people losing their businesses. And they told y'all it was peaceful and y'all went for it. Black Lives Matter, communist organization, Antifa, communist organization, backed by the Democrats, backed by the liberals, tearing up the cities, and nobody had a problem with it. Nobody had a problem with it. Now all of a sudden, these white folks bypass all them tactics and then go straight to the source like I said they would. Because these white people feel how you should feel. Because this is your country. There's no way in the world they're going to take the land from me and my people, make me build a nation on it, and then tell me they don't owe me nothing. That's what we accepted. We should have been stormed the Capitol. Black folks should have been stormed the Capitol. We should have been stormed it. We should have been fed up and tired. But guess what we want? We want to see somebody black that's going to oppress us. We want to see a black face in front of us that's going to oppress us. That's all we want to do. That's all we want to do is just see somebody black. All this stuff going on, global agendas, Great Reset, Peter Pandemic scams, all this stuff. And all we care about is seeing somebody black. Look what we've been reduced to. I don't want to hear nothing about no racism no more, no oppression. These white folks gave you the blueprint. Then somebody going to say, well, if you black, you couldn't do it. That's your problem. Don't be black. If you black, you can't cross the street. Don't be black. If you black, you can't storm the Capitol. Don't be black. If you black, you can't live over there. Don't be black. If you black, you can't go in that store. Don't be black. It's easy. It's easy. Don't be black. Because when you are black, you are in bondage. I'm telling you this. Why you think Joe Biden told the black leaders, y'all better get with the Hispanics? Because pretty soon, it ain't going to be about y'all at all. You better get with the Hispanics. Let them help you. Because we done with you. So what I'm telling you is, don't let the media trick you into thinking that all of this is about some silly race war when it's not. I told you all, stay out of these white folks' way.